Hello and welcome to 3 Cups Tarot readings to uplift the collective. We're going to do a weekly pick a card reading. So I'm going to get our 3 selections for your readings here. And this is relevant for whenever you find it. It's a timeless reading, not necessarily corresponding to the time that I post this. So the first reading is King of Swords, and I feel like I need to point out that there's a dragonfly here. The second is Prince of Swords, and the third is 8 of Swords. So take a moment, pause the video if you need to, kind of tune into the imagery, the words or the numbers, and see where your intuition is drawing you. You can look for the timestamps for your reading or readings, and I'll see you in your message for the week ahead. Hi, reading 1. So you were drawn to the King of Swords for your significator card for the week ahead. And the first message I'm tuning into here is that you are making a deal or you're closing a deal. I feel like there's been a lot of thought and preparation gone into this, and you are very clear on what you want from the situation, and you're very clear on what you're willing to offer and negotiate in the situation for sort of like a mutually beneficial outcome. There's a lot of leadership, decisiveness, clarity, and direction guiding your energies this week. So wherever that's landing, just be reassured that you have this King of Swords power backing you up. This could also be an actual person who brings that energy into the situation, or it could be your own energy that you're kind of surfacing and rooting into the situation. You're really bringing about your inner King of Swords. Sorry if I said King of Cups. I feel like I was saying that. If I didn't, then it was being told to me. So the King of Cups is also present in your reading. There's a perfect partnership between the King of Swords and King of Cups energy over you for this week. And so the King of Swords is all about logic, reasoning, communication, knowledge, and rationality, and bringing that into a leadership position. The King of Cups is all about... Sorry, I had a little glitch there, technical glitch, but I was next going to say that I'm feeling the King of Swords also in this card. The King of Cups. And so the King of Cups is led by connection, understanding, empathy, and building. I want to say fraternity is being channeled in, but not exclusive to any gender or sense of gender identity. Building a sense of brotherhood and sisterhood. That is coming together with your King of Swords energy of being decisive and logical and rational. There is so much power in this decision you've made, this negotiation that you're prepared to go through. Let's keep going with the cards for this week. Motivation and moods. So this is a recommendation to read the room and attune yourself to how the audience is reacting to what you say. So if you have a script, say you're pitching an idea, the script is great to come back to keep things focused with the King of Swords energy. But with the King of Cups energy, adapting to the situation, to the different moods that people bring in, like the questions, their reactions, or maybe their facial expressions, is going to be important to keeping them engaged, attentive, and motivated to support you. Can we get some more tarot cards for our reading 1 regarding their week ahead and this pitch, this negotiation, this idea that they're trying to connect with others? You're getting Ace of Cups in reverse. And the Tower. So I'm feeling with these 2 additional cards coming in to not get overly attached to a certain outcome. Ultimately, when you go in and you do your negotiation or your pitch, you're doing the work that needs to be done, as your guides are saying, even if the outcome isn't what you expected. So if you're attached to a certain outcome, you might feel like what you've done is a failure, when really it is going to be a success. That's kind of like the Tower can feel like chaos and misery when we get it in a reading. It could feel like that when you're going through it, but the message behind the Tower is always that it's in service of longevity, things that can last the test of time. And that means getting rid of things from life that are holding us back or are keeping us small and weak. So in that perspective, the Tower is like kind of one of the best cards, right? Because it's getting rid of things that are holding us back in life. But it's always it looks like a scary card whenever you pull it, because when that Tower moment happens, it can feel chaotic. It can feel uncomfortable because it's out of our comfort zone. I felt like that was important to say. That's also what I'm feeling a bit in a second energy that's in this Ace of Cups, that to get out of your comfort zone in what you're doing here, taking a small risk is going to pay off, even if it feels like a total disaster to you. An example that I'm feeling is like, say, you're at a party or you're meeting new people, and you accidentally say something that like people take the wrong way or they're offended by it. It's not a total disaster, right? It's something that you can come back from. It doesn't alter your life forever, but it feels mortifying in the moment. It's something like that, where your guides are saying, don't stay too safe for fear of of taking these risks or getting out of your comfort zone. This is the time to take a little bit of a risk because it's going to pay off. I feel like I want to get one card kind of to seal off this message, to do with the outcome or the purpose of what you're doing here. Let's go with this deck. Okay. Number 1, Princess. You can be your own knight. This is incredible energy with the 2 swords, the King of Swords, and you. Maybe this is your first time, like in front of an audience or doing this sort of presentation. Maybe you've been in a supporting roles until now. Maybe you've just recently got a promotion or you're going for promotion. Either way, this is encouragement with the number 1 that you are a leader. You can take up this duty even if society has been giving you the message that you're not the right person for this role. The people in front of you will be convinced if not already convinced that you are the right person for this role. Yeah, it could be like an interview. So that's really what I'm seeing for your week ahead. Stay focused, stay motivated, be your own self and stay true. Get out of your comfort zone, take some small risks. Um, it could be like speaking more confidently or assertively than you're used to. Maybe it feels uncomfortable to you, but you're being recommended to do some small things like that to get out of your comfort zone and embrace who you are becoming. And I'm wishing you the best week with that. That sounds very exciting. Thank you for watching, and I hope that was helpful. Thank you for any likes, shares, or subscribes, and I hope to see you next week. Hi, reading 2. So you were drawn to the Prince of Swords card, and the message I'm feeling for you is to reach for that aspiration that you have. Reach for it, take action, take concrete steps. Give yourself permission to dream, to be able to reach for it. So there's something that's been on your mind that you think you want to try out, something like maybe a promotion or higher education, new skills that you're curious about, but maybe you're getting the messaging that you're not the right person for the role, or maybe you're not typically the kind of person who takes this role. Your message is clearly to trust yourself, that you have this dream for a reason and you're ready and you should take action on it at this point. There might be something very key to do with timing too, that you're getting this action card. Okay, let's get one more of this tarot card too. Okay. So you're also getting the Prince of Cups in reverse. This is so interesting. If you're drawn to the first reading, it was the King of Swords, but I also felt the King of Cups energy there. You are getting the Prince of Swords with the Prince of Cups energy as well. Your message is definitely turning out differently. But it could be an additional advice to what was said in reading 1, or reading 1 vice versa can be additional advice to your reading here. Oh, another prince. This is incredible. Prince of Wands in reverse. So this is clearly a message, now that I see all 3 cards, for you to lean into the energies of embracing the strengths of the Prince of Swords versus the Prince of Cups or the Prince of Wands. So all of these cards are about taking action, but they all take action. They all go into battle or pursue their destiny or go on their epic journey with slightly different characteristics, skills, and attitudes. So the Prince of Swords is all about reaching forward through logic. This is like the young researcher or the young like politician in pursuit of justice. This is the person who thinks logically and structured, and I also feel like I need to say knows how to get from A to B or help others get from A to B in like the most efficient manner. This is also, Prince of Swords is also about communication. So this might be about writing. This might be about writing or receiving some sort of communication this week, and receiving it in a mature manner is kind of what I'm feeling. So with the Prince of Cups and the Prince of Wands, this is what you should not lean on for your week ahead and whatever it is you're doing. So not being overly emotional about the situation, not getting carried away by your emotions or letting things like fear decide for you. That's the Prince of Cups. Prince of Wands, not being impulsive, not acting on gut feelings and desires, with the Prince of Wands in reverse. What you really need to do this week is lean on all your rationality, your logic, and your mature communication to navigate the situation ahead of you. Yeah, I'm not really sure what kind of situation that is. It's pretty open. But it looks like it's pretty important too, to making something happen. Opening a door for yourself where there hasn't been. Yeah, timing is really important this week. It could be like maybe a manager left their job and you've been eyeing that manager position, and it's like now's the time to kind of navigate the situation, to navigate yourself into consideration for that role. This is lovely. I was curious about, what this is all about, and I pulled the card Purpose. So this very much has something to do with your soul purpose, your life purpose. I just keep feeling this sense of like a promotion, like even if it's not an act, like a real promotion in the sense of like getting promoted at your job, but it could be. It's like people see you with more authority. They see you for the skills you have. You're being recognized, and in that sense you're being offered more responsibilities. That's really what I'm feeling for you. And this has a lot to do with why you're here. That's why if you feel like you've been aspiring to something, it's because it's your soul purpose pulling you towards that direction. So just trust that. That's making me want to bring in one of these star seeds. Inner Earth. You'll survive this, new solutions and beginnings. So it looks like there's a significant shift going on. Like that example I gave before, like your manager leaves and everything feels kind of like not structured the way that you're used to. This is like at the Tower moment. This is meant to be a new beginning, and an opportunity to propose new solutions, a new arrangement of leadership or collaboration that this is opening up to. I feel like that was really fast, but I also feel like that's pretty complete. Yeah, it's like, just remember you're this Prince of Swords flying through this new horizon. You will survive this, and it's going to help you serve your purpose. It's going to offer new solutions and beginnings to come. I feel like you've said to yourself in previous months, like, only if this manager was gone, then I could do ... And it's like that only if is happening now, whatever kind of actual situation is going on in your life. So I'm going to leave that there. That's your message for this week. Thank you for watching. I hope that was helpful. Thank you for any likes, shares, subscribes, and I hope to see you next week. Hi, reading 3. So you were drawn to the 8 of Swords in reverse card, and so this is a sort of unchaining that you're giving yourself. You are releasing yourself from some sort of persistent fear or worry or way of being that's a disservice to the true size, like the true greatness of who you are. You're freeing yourself in some way, especially mentally, this week. It could be like you have a moment of realization that, you don't need to be putting up with XYZ, or you have a better solution than this person in authority, has, you're realizing what you can offer. You're realizing your abilities this week, and that's very powerful. So you're also getting the Ace of Discs in reverse and the King of Swords. So this points us back to the first reading, which was the King of Swords. If you are drawn to that, I would definitely recommend connecting that to this message as well. I get the overwhelming sense that you are declining a job offer and instead investing in yourself, your own business, something like that. Whether it's literally that or something else, there's some sort of sense of what you thought you needed, say like a minimum wage job, actually you're realizing you can do so much more. You can build your own business. You can become your own boss. You have these leadership abilities. You have clarity of thought. You are able to build a plan into reality. That's what I feel with the Ace of Discs. You're not waiting around for the coin to be handed to you. You're planting the first seed. You are the one initiating the opportunity in front of you. It feels so powerful. I hope I'm communicating it well, because it feels so powerful the way I'm channeling this. There's nothing stopping you. You need to see your true size, your true form. If you're in a role where you're not a leader and you're being told that you're not a leader, you are a leader inside, and it's just a matter of time before the right role matches with you, or you create that role for yourself. Let's get some more cards in this line. You're reading. Your guides are just really hyping you up. Oh my gosh, do you see this? It says, Lighthouse, don't doubt your worth. And it says, number 20, I am always enough. Yeah, your guides are just really hyping you up. It's like a big pep talk. Like, you are so much bigger than this. If you're feeling defeated by a situation, you are so much bigger than this. You are a light worker with the Lighthouse here. I think you know this on a core level. I think you do this for people, without pay. You're just there for them, being a lighthouse. This is your unique ability. So your guides are pointing you to where you have those natural abilities, where you show up for people and you can guide them wherever that is. For example, for me, it's in teaching. I'm a teacher, and I always had that instinct that I know how to simplify and explain things for people. I've been doing it since I was a child. That I felt confused in, like, say, my teens and 20s about what I should do. But then ultimately I realized that's my natural gift, that's my calling, that's the way I'm a light worker. And so there's something like that for you that is your natural gift. Now you're ready to up level, to become the leader in that area, to stop dismissing it as nothing and make it something in the world. As I picked this up, I just automatically picked up this deck. On the bottom was this white tiger power card. You have so much power. You have so much abilities here. How exciting. You're going to get some exciting news this week to do with helping you forward and embracing your own inner authority, releasing yourself from staying small, from staying in subordinate positions. This news, whether it's directed to you or not, so for example, it could be news of a job opening that's happening, somebody quitting a leadership position. You are qualified for that. If that's the sort of news that comes in, it could be somebody sending you a thank you or compliment on your skills or how they've helped you. Let that click and empower you, because it is proof of the power that you have. I want to leave your message there because yeah, there's more to come in the news ahead. If you remember this reading, please circle back and update us on what happened. I'm wishing you the best week with that. Stay in your power. Thank you for watching. Thank you for any likes, shares, and subscribes, and I hope to see you next week.